Well, good evening or good morning, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to Euro Schmoe. We are here today to discuss what an amazing week in Schmoedown. We were very lucky. Last week we only had 3 matches, and we're getting a bit greedy now. We like to have 5. As you can see to my right, there is a really strange lady doing lots of dancing. This will be explained shortly. I'm a little sad, as you know, on this channel. If you've followed us at all, we do have something called a prediction league, and we take it very seriously. And Teresa might have done well this week, as you can see by the weird movement she's making in the screen to my right. We had a really fun week in the Schmoedown. Really fun week. We had an amazing PPV with the singles championship on the line between Murrell and Collins, and a really fun undercard of Kevin Smith and Stacey Howard, as well as 3 really quite different but interesting matches throughout the week as well. And we're going to recap everything Schmoedown from the week, and of course we'll end, as we always do, with our prediction league, of which I will now concede I am no longer in the lead. So I'm going to do this.
Hi, Thomas.
Hello, Thomas. Hello.
I'm going to move my position to number 2 to reflect our league, and let Teresa do what she needs to do and get it out of her system. So all yours.
Okay, I really want to do the stuff you did. So how does it feel? Ben, can you hear me? It's just such a difference, in the standings that I'm like, I can't even see you anymore. Where are you?
I see that.
Is it like, I'm really happy. I'm proud. I did everything I needed to, and I'm the best. And you all suck. So I just,
You carry on like that, I'm gonna mute you.
Yes, right. I'm the best here now. You can't mute me.
Oh, she left.
Okay.
I will take that. Right. And it's back to the Liam show.
Euro Schmoe. The place we talk about Schmoedown, not our prediction league.
Well,
it's everything about predictions here.
I think based on that reaction, we'll have to start by talking about what was an absolutely amazing pay-per-view. As I said, the singles championship. Oh, thank you, Ben. Yes, so we have an official graphic now. You don't need to see me waving my hands around. So this is a massive spoiler alert for the pay-per-view over the weekend. We will be talking Murrell and Collins, and we'll also be talking Smith and Howard. 2 really fun matches. Now, Teresa is still not with us.
Wait, Liam, can you just imagine that we finished talking about Murrell Collins and Teresa is still not here, and she skipped her favorite competitor winning the championship?
I think we better wait for Teresa to get back, because she is Murrell's #1 fan.
Yeah.
So let's go to our undercard.
If she apologizes, I'll let her back in the stream.
Yeah, she's still not come back.
Teresa just needs some time to embrace what has happened. I think actually, before we get to it, shall we just quickly show the standings, because we're in spoiler alert. So here we go. As you can see, Teresa is now our leader with 18 points. I am 1 point behind on 17. And then we've got Matt on 14 and Ben on 12.
Ben was on the rundown, and he didn't recognize him. But Thomas, I see you did recognize him immediately.
So yeah, it's still
Thank you, Thomas.
all to play for. But I know Teresa is extremely happy to now be in the lead, and I'm sure she will have plenty to say when she does eventually.
Well, we can actually start with Murrell Collins match, but we can talk to it first. Teresa will probably come.
Yeah, let's start with the undercard.
Oh, start with the undercard. Okay, then.
Because I think Teresa will want to be here.
Okay. I must go first on this one.
All yours. Hit us with it.
Yeah, thank you. So this is my favorite match of the week. Definitely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was most surprising. I really didn't expect Kevin Smith to do that good. I must apologize to Coy. I think that most of people must apologize to Coy.
And your queen is back.
Wait, I don't have my here. Hello. Hello. Welcome.
Put you in your position.
Oh, wait a second. What? Yeah, for me? Oh, because I'm the best. Yeah, I know. I can sign you. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. The fans are everywhere now. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry, God.
Okay.
Now I know what it feels like.
I'm going to answer all of your questions right now. Yes, I spent an unreasonable amount of time on this crown because we don't open, and I had to color it with crayons while listening to Bateman's song on repeat. And scene. Thank you.
You have to keep it on. You can't take it off.
It's paper and it's like with tape. And
you have to wear it the whole show now. You are the queen of the league. So that's your. It's yours.
Were you like scared that I really left?
I messaged you privately. I thought you were actually angry. Okay, we
no, I just needed to prepare myself, so here I am.
Okay,
we planned this after the.
Yeah, and we like giggled maniacally, and we're like, "Oh, we're evil. It's amazing."
It's quite amusing, and it's lovely to see you turn heel.
Cheers to me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I have coffee. It's not quite the same, but
I have beer. You're Czech, so it's okay.
Oh, this is sparkling water with some.
I don't think
guys, let's just talk Schmoedown now.
Yes.
Because if someone is tuning to our show for the first time, he's really gonna.
Thomas.
Yeah, but we put on a show for Thomas, so
yeah. Okay, Teresa, we were going to talk about Smith, but because you're back, let's start with the main event. Me and you. We both went Murrell this one, and we were correct to do so. This is your favorite player. The floor is yours. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I picked him because he's my favorite player, and Liam picked him because he's a chicken and he was scared to lose the league. So yes, I am very excited that another one of my favorite players is holding a title. I am really angry at anyone who's saying that Murrell didn't play better in this match, because I'm sorry, it's a 1 question difference. And if you count things like, yes, thank you, Thomas. If you count things like, Murrell knew his 5-pointer, I feel like that's the bigger thing to know. So it felt really even for me, this match. I'm very happy. I'm very happy Dan kept his composure after missing out in the speed round. I think Kaiser did pull him through, and he just stayed focused, and that's all he needed. He also seemed to know Adam's 5-pointer, so please don't tell me that Dan knows less than Collins. I feel they know exactly the same amount. And Adam Collins, what a star. He's going to come back. We all know it. He's going to come back for this belt. He's going to come back for it a couple of times. These two are going to meet again. Yes. And the pre-scene with him and his new pet, the belt, was one of the most hilarious thing I ever saw in Schmoedown. And if anyone is still saying that Collins is boring and stuff, then they should shut up. And great match. Another one of the I feel like best matches ever. It was amazing. It was just everything I wanted, and I was so scared and that Dan is going to lose, and Ben had to calm me down the whole third round. So thank you, Ben. And yeah, it was.
Wait for Collins 5. Wait for Collins 5.
Yeah, I kind of thought Collins was playing us because, like, you could see the face Dan was making, and it seemed like he knew it. So he was like, "Oh my God, you're playing me," and he didn't know in the end. But that happens. Like, it was a 1 question difference. He's going to come back, and I feel like everyone should be scared of that now. I think he's playing the best he ever played. So come for him. I think he can handle anyone, like me.
I said to Teresa privately that even though he was behind in round 3, I always thought he was going to win. I just had a feeling. You never can doubt Murrell's third round. He especially in title matches, he always tends to go 10 for 10 in that round. And even though he was behind by 2, I just had a feeling he was going to do it. I just never thought, even though Collins had the advantage, I just sensed it. And when he pulled that Scarlett Johansson question, which I don't think he knew, he got it through context by the actress in the MCU. That was such a great pull, and he used his initiative to get it. And then I was like, he's got this now. That was the luck he needed, and fully deserved win. And,
yeah, the thing is, I know that people like said that Dan answered 1 question less. I understand, but I don't think this has to do with knowledge, because you can clearly see he immediately knew that he did it wrong and he knew the right answer. So I'm on defense because some people said some stuff and I don't like it. Dan is the best.
Some people, Matt, would you like to take on?
Yeah. No.
Also, Matt.
Also, Matt. Yeah. No, I will be say just first, congrats to Dan Murrell. I was impressed.
Thank you.
I was impressed by him is by his composure. I know so many good and veteran players in the Schmoedown who would crumble in a 3-1 scenario in the first round, because he was 2 points behind after the third question, and in the championship match that's a lot. You are 2 points already behind, and if Collins gets the perfect round, that's maybe 3 points behind, and that's a lot. But he stayed calm and collected. For example, I think that players like Jeff Snyder and I'm sorry, Teresa, the kid would probably crumble in that situation, and really needed the manager to come in and calm them down. But Dan did show why he's the GOAT. As Ben said, it's Ben. Don't get me wrong, Teresa. Dan did show that he knows a lot, but he did show that this game isn't just about the knowledge. You need to stay calm. You need to know how to strategize and stuff like that. So both of them were pretty good. But I will just say, we were talking about our mini tournaments, who can face who and stuff like that. I'm scared for the person who will play Collins next.
Me too.
Because every single competitor in Schmoedown said, I'm 10 times better player when I lose the big game, the singles game. I think that this will make Collins even more dangerous, and now I'm really scared because I think that the players who are closest to the championships are Chance and Oyama, and I don't really want them to play Collins in the near future.
I mean, now Collins is hungry, so
yeah. I'm scared for. I think that next match of Collins will be maybe a perfect game if he has a.
I think he's going to go into IG as well.
I'm just if he goes into the singles tournament, I think Brett Gilmore said it. It's almost a spoiler. It might be the best thing for him to do now, go to the singles tournament when it is, and just to take all of the points. And he's going to. Like, I don't think there's anyone who can measure.
But he should get, for me, immediate rematch. He is a 7-1, so yeah.
Yeah, the question is, will he want to? If he then maybe has to wait and not play it in a tournament, you can say no, like Mike did.
I would understand if he said no. If, for example, he did pretty good in the teams tournament, maybe he wants to focus on that. We don't know how Deception did in the tournament, so I think that will depend also how good they do in the tournament. But yeah, it was an awesome match. I had a feeling that if Dan doesn't know his third three-pointer, we are going to sudden that, and if then when I watched the match, and when Dan knew it, I just tell myself, okay, Dan is a champion. I just had a feeling Collins won't get his 5.
Oh my God! Every one of you had a feeling. I had a feeling that Collins is going to go perfect in the like last round. So I was like on the needles. I was like, yeah. So Dan is going to answer all of his questions, and then because Collins has the problem with answering his 5-pointer. It happens. I think Bibiani had a similar problem.
Oyama had it.
It's just the questions you get. It's not that you're not smart enough, but I felt like the curse is going to break this time, and it didn't. And
you just can't underestimate Dan in title matches.
That's true.
Nope.
And
I feel like going for the tag team. I'm just seeing Bateman play and seeing Dan play in both of his matches. I think they can do it.
My problem is how much chemistry do they have? Like, for example, I know how much chemistry Deception have. They love playing with each other. They're clearly nearly like best friends. I don't know that Dan.
So I know they're playing like this all business
connection
thing, but when I saw Ben manage Dan in that one match last year, it started to be my dream team because they seem to work together so well.
Yeah, I don't know. I just had a feeling this week that Ben Goddard and Paul Preston will probably be the winners of that tournament. I don't know why. I just got that gut feeling.
Yeah, because the team I'm thinking about at the furthest place. I just don't know.
They have the toughest first match.
I really do have a feeling that those two are probably putting the most time as a team in together, studying together as a team and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I know Ben and Dan are crazy obsessive about studying. Like, but it's true that Paul and Ben. Oh my God, so many bands. Paul and beautiful Ben started to training even before the season started, so they maybe have a head start. But Dan and Ben were on the same faction last year, and even though we all act like they didn't work all together, they did work together. It's just So I feel like they have the chemistry, and I feel like they're going to be a great team. I think, we'll see. Maybe. We'll see.
Okay, so one last question.
See what happens in the first Deception.
Yes. Was this the match of the week for you? For me, it was. I know. When Ben.
Yeah.
And Matt, it's not yours, is it?
No.
I know what yours is. Let's move on to the other pay-per-view match, the undercard. A really fun match.
God, it's so good.
So
that's my favorite.
So good.
That's my favorite.
Smith against Sassy Stacey Howard. Matt, this is your favorite match.
Yeah, this is my favorite match. Yeah. First of all, let's all of us who bashed Coy for picking Kevin and his third pick and free agency just apologize to Coy. I apologize, Coy.
I'm not. I still don't think it's the best decision. I still don't think he has no IG now. He needed to capitalize and take someone like Hannah or something, and then pick Kevin in the first round.
Okay,
I'm not going to.
He could have got him in the draft. He did not need to free
in the first round. He could have taken him and has at least one IG that you can put in a tournament, and he's going to win a few matches.
I completely agree with you.
I also think that Kevin Smith can.
Wait.
I think that Kevin Smith can actually be in the. Oh God. I think that Kevin Smith can be in IG.
Sorry. Yeah. He just ruined my speech.
He's too busy. He's too busy for IG. Okay. He won't be in it. So, he's not playing in tournaments.
I'll just say this. This is my favorite match for so many reasons. Kevin is a gem. He's so funny. All his shenanigans after the challenge was awesome. But the thing that I was most surprised is his knowledge is pretty good. Really, really good. I don't know how much does he study. These actually, oh guys, please stop.
Children, we're terrible.
I'm listening.
So,
You know how hard it is.
We had to get it right.
Yeah. So he actually he for me he played a perfect game. I know he lost the challenge, but he knew the movie. He played the perfect game. He didn't miss every single question. And I don't know how much does he study, but I think that he does study with Bips and Kid and people, because I saw how Coy was pretty upset, and he didn't want Kevin to take Goldberg. It was clearly it was clearly not his slice, and he aced it. He got only one question with multiple choice, so he did show that he knows a lot about movies. And this match wasn't easier questions or stuff like that. I think that this was a full-fledged real Schmoedown with normal Schmoedown difficulty questions. So yeah, he impressed me a lot, because you must know your stuff if you have a perfect round. People like Janine and other veteran players didn't get the first perfect round. He did this time. And yeah, I'm very, really impressed with Kevin. I think that if he does study, and maybe he has time now because of situation in the world, he can be a pretty big threat and get some points for the quirks. But also, sorry, Stacey, this match showed me that if you don't study, you cannot play. I don't think that next year you cannot play if you don't study, because she did get spinner's choice and got herself two steals. I think that, yeah, right. She gave the two steals to Kevin Smith, right? And she got the spinner's choice. And if you cannot ace your spinner's choice category, well, you cannot do much in this league right now, I think. Unfortunately, you have to start studying. I think we are at this point in this league that either you know so much already, like, for example, Ethan Irvin and Drew McQueenie, or you have to study. There is no other.
I mean, you look at someone like Snyder, who clearly doesn't study.
Yeah, but he already knew so much. I don't think that Ethan studied really, but he has tremendous knowledge in him already. Do you understand?
Which is the only reason why I don't think he'll do well in the teams tournament. But beyond that, yeah, I understand.
So yeah, so I'm not really sure right now that the Stacey is best teammate for the second team of Usual Suspects, to be honest.
All right, I will push back on a few things you said. I do agree. I think Kevin played very well. I think he's an Ethan Irvin type player, where he's just got a lot of knowledge where he doesn't need to study. He's in the industry. He obviously cares a lot about film. He's very good. I will say, no disrespect to Stacey Howard, obviously this is a bigger challenge than what he has had previously with Suffolk and Klaus. If you put Kevin Smith against Snyder, a Murrell, an Oyama, a chance, anyone, a Janine even, Marisol, I don't have faith, because that's when the actual knowing the game will come into it.
Yeah, that's true.
He played well. I'm not denying that, and I think he would have a shot. But if you put him in a title match tomorrow, and it looks like if he wins again, he might be in line for a shot.
He will be 4-0. He will be 4-0.
I need to see him beat a top tier player to prove to me actually he justifies that third pick by Coy, because I've currently, for me, absolutely that was a mistake. He needed IG desperately, and that was I think that was a huge mistake, to be honest. I'm just saying, Kevin Smith is he's good. He ain't going to be able to play every week because he's not going to be in tournaments, probably. He's too busy. where's the points coming? I'm not disrespecting. He played really well in that match. He TKO'd her. And Stacey is a good opponent, probably the best he's had to play against.
Yes.
Didn't quite go her way in that match. I don't get the pick still, even though he played well. I have to push back. I'm not going to apologize to Corey.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with Liam completely. I disagree with everything that Matt said, like literally everything. I'm sorry, but at first, yeah, I can't do it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just let's go.
I'm just going to. I have to do it this way. This way. Okay.
Like this.
So yeah, I don't feel like it was a good pick. I'm sorry, but I think Kevin is amazing. But you already picked your 2 singles players with your first and second pick, and it's great to have another singles players. But there's not enough IG players for you to play this game like this. You have to secure your IG first. And he did really well in Star Wars. I think he did really well in singles and teams. And the thing that can be a problem for him, I think, is the IG. And that's where the problem begins, with taking Kevin as your third. And I don't know if he even had another shot at an IG player, or maybe someone told him no. So I don't want to blame Koi. It's okay, Koi is great. But I also don't know how Kevin will do. I don't think he's studying with them at all. It seemed like Koi was explaining to him JTEs during the match, which is okay. I get that Kevin doesn't have enough time. Also, the point you said about him not knowing he knows Whoopi, that felt like they are not studying together, because he doesn't know that Kevin knows Whoopi that well. I feel like he has base knowledge in every category. I feel like he's a player like Lon Harris. I think he could be at the same level if he gets into the game better. And I do think he could have a shot at a title. He obviously knows a lot, like really a lot. And he's sneaky good. I don't feel like he's only a celebrity player. He could have a shot at a title, but I want to see him like against Oyama, like you said. Or like, I don't want to see him. I'm sorry, there's no shit to video Drew, but I want to see him against someone who held the title before, or had a shot at a title before. At least.
I think you should give him, as Christian said, Marisol now, and not as a number 1 contender match, but just as a match, him versus Marisol. That for me is a pretty good test, because Marisol is pretty good. So
yeah, I also think we should, like, if he is a champ, will he have time to be a champ, or will we be in another Sam Witwer situation? Because
you cannot not give someone a chance because he's a celebrity.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just saying that's a serious concern for me, because I didn't like how it ended with Sam Witwer. I loved him.
No one did.
Yeah, and I'm still sorry about it.
Because sorry to everyone, but no one is now undisputed Star Wars champion in the Schmoedown, because no one actually has beaten the champion.
I don't agree with that either, Ben. But I'm sorry. I'm just like Alex Damon. I think you can't dispute him.
He actually lost to Sam.
I know.
Alex actually lost
in
to
a
Sam.
5-way.
Yes, that's his one loss.
Yeah.
And he studies like crazy. The game changed.
Well, yeah,
I don't know if Sam could do it anymore. I know Alex can do it every day. But I just wanted to say it was an amazing match. The challenge was amazing. I love Kevin Smith. He's hilarious. His interaction with Stacey was amazing. All of the scenes, all of the promos, everything. I love it. And I want more of him in this league. I'm just concerned that maybe it wouldn't work out, but I want to see him more. I think he's very knowledgeable and he can do this. But maybe just prepare yourself that he's not going to know the game for some time.
Yeah.
It's going to take him a while, I think.
True.
I agree with everything you just said. I worry that his next match will be Video Drew. I think that's what they're going to do. And I want to see him against someone higher tier than that. Video Drew's a good player. I'm not disrespecting her, but she's not a former title holder like you said. I think that I want to see him beat someone really difficult to beat, and then I will apologize once he's done that. But until then,
I'll still not apologize. I'm sorry. I think it wasn't the best plan. I think you should take him as your first pick.
Apologize, of course.
Yes, I will. Of course, I will never apologize.
Ben, what did you think about this match?
You should apologize for being in my presence. Oh, I'm sorry.
So.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. So,
another one again for me. Thank you. Oh, still here. They're just talking me. Terrible. Thank you, but thank you. Yeah, I love defense for sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will say this had shades of Roker for me. Kevin Smith did, especially with his keeping on with that. Explaining his challenge thing. I thought, you're acting a bit like Roker now. So I wouldn't mind seeing maybe him go against Roker. They can maybe go against each other. And I kind of I don't know. I like Kevin Smith. And I will say sorry to Koi because I was one of those detractors who said, I love you, but don't go with Kevin Smith. But maybe, as Koi says, he is a high tier player. I don't know. So I do worry about, as Teresa said, a celebrity being champion. But hey, I mean, so yeah, that's just my thoughts. I think Stacey played really well. Don't get me wrong. Even though she was TKO'd, she still fought right up until the end. There was no, like, okay, I'm giving up now, like we saw her do in seasons before. She really fought for that. And I think given someone less knowledgeable, maybe she could do better. So yeah. Maybe she can go against Christy V.
That's the thing I wanted to say. I don't feel like there's ever not going to be a place for Stacey Howard in the Schmoedown.
I'm not saying not for Stacey.
If there wasn't, we would make space for her because she's just she's always down and then high. Like maybe her next match she could beat Murrell. Like she's just crazy. Like I'm just saying. So it's always a big loss for her and then big win against someone who you don't expect at all for her to win. And she with Sam was like their energy together. I loved it. Like he was really, really good with her. So I want to see her again, but I don't mind like seeing her 2 times a year if that's good for her, like how it is now. So
yeah, I understand, but I just think not this year. But I just think that as more rookies come in and more talent come in, unfortunately, as the time passes by, if you're not a really good player, people won't draft you. If we are sticking to this faction thing,
but she will get matches, so you have to bear that in mind.
Yeah.
All right. That's
wait. If you're not drafted, you're not playing, right?
Yeah, but he means like. If you draft her and maybe there's someone better, she will get matches for sure. Maybe someone wouldn't. I agree.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the matches of the week. So the first one we had was Bradley Tingle, Ty Lieberman. We all
who I for some reason keep calling Ty Dillinger. I don't know
why. Interesting name. Okay, yeah, Ty. We all went Ty. He didn't disappoint. He looks really suave. The Finstock Exchange rookies are doing extremely well. I will say Tingle played really well too. It wasn't like a whitewash. It was a close match. But Ty and Barbarian, to me, is looking like, if they team up, a very good team. I don't know if that's what they're going to do, but I think, to me, that makes the most sense. That's what I'll say on it.
Yeah, that's the thing. We thought we would be more sure who could be his partner after this week, And now I just don't know, because Griffin played really well, but not that well as I expected him to go perfect maybe in everything. And Ty played really well. He went almost perfect in everything. And I just don't know if it's about the question of if Ty is a better player. You can't know after one game. They were like really close in their performances. So I now just don't know. Maybe like, because I felt like they're going to put him with Griffin when he's their number one pick, but after seeing Ty play and just generally being fabulous, I did my nails for him this week because he inspired me, because his nails were on point, and such a character. I really loved him. Also, Bradley Tingle, I knew nothing about you, and you surprised me really nicely. Like I liked the bit with the cube. I really liked that, and I think he knew a lot. And on the basis where he was picked, I think he was a really good pick, and I think he can get some points for Winston. Yeah, and now he shook it off. He has his first match behind him. I'm just like swag 2 TKOs in like almost a week, and exchange. Is it this third time they delivered a TKO or fourth? Like it's, yeah. But I really liked this match. I can't wait to see how Ty plays in the third round. And he seems amazing. I did the bit because of him with the flowers. So yeah. Anyone else?
Matt?
I was talking too much. Let's, for example, let Liam talk. I was talking about Kevin for quite some time.
I've said my say on this. So Ben, what did you think?
Okay, all right. My say is, damn it, Finstock, stop winning.
I agree. High five. Where?
Look. To be honest with you, I think he did blooming well. But I agree with
forgetting opponent's choice. I forgot, Thomas. Forgetting opponent's choice. No opponent's choice, but something that clearly was like opponent's choice for him. He was like, "Oh boy, this is bad." Like, sorry, Ben, go. I just forgot that he wasn't really happy with his second round category.
Yeah, your Tingle.
Yeah, it was classics. Thanks, Thomas. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Good stuff.
I think both players will get another match. There's no question about that. Maybe Ty Lieberman will get one sooner. But yeah, I think he's definitely going to be Barbarian's teammate. I just think there's something that Frank Janisch said on the rundown that really kind of sparked interest for me, where he said, yes, they have all these rookies, and yes, they're getting easy rookie matches, but they are going up against now you see who they're going up against. They're going up against rookies, people that haven't played in singles, people that have losing records in singles. So they have some easy matches there. We can't really say that Finstock is a genius until many of these rookies have faced harder matches. And
the thing is,
think that's something that we have to think about. Is
the thing is, when you sorry, I'm just always, when you're a rookie, you have an easier way. Except for Adam Collins. I'm not. It's not against what you're saying. I'm just saying, when Paul Oyama came, before he got to the big matches, he played so
he played the rookies.
It was brilliant in that way, because another match they maybe win 2, and maybe another match before they get to like the really tough opponent. But I still agree with you that maybe in the second half of the season, this could start to be a problem when all of their players are going against veterans. But now I feel like they're going to just get those points.
Yeah, so
terrible.
That's what
I'm
saying. I'm not saying that they
No, you're right. You're
that's
right.
a bad thing or anything. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
we
that
just don't know
we
yet,
can't
right?
say
Yeah.
he's a genius yet.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yes,
There's
we
just so
can.
much left to try.
And
Yeah, agreed.
we never will. Ben, please.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's my turn now.
That
So
man will.
that's also a part, can be a part of your strategy. Draft a lot of rookies you know are good. You will get a lot of points. That is a valid strategy, as you, Teresa, said. Let's just see Paul Oyama on his first run. He beat the kid. He beat the Liz, and they were all rookies. So there weren't.
Yeah,
no
now
one,
it would be much harder. Now his
Yeah,
path
but-
is really hard.
yeah, as you look at now, it's like, oh, he beat Kid, oh, he beat Liz. But in that
Chance.
year, yes, and Chance, and in that year, he played all the rookies to get to the championship. And you cannot know how good some rookie is. We don't know anything. To be fair, I don't agree with Frank, because he said they got easier matches because they all played unexperienced players. But the thing is, all those players who won are also rookies and unexperienced players. So they were on the same footing. They started at the same time. So it's the same thing, because you cannot say that the players like Newman or Ty or any rookie, I don't know, Paige or Peggy, everyone will be better when they play more matches. That's just the fact.
I don't think that was his point. I think his point
me
was
neither.
we have to wait and see.
Yeah, we
to
cannot
say
say
that
that he's a mad genius. Yes.
Mhm.
No.
because-
I agree with that. And I also agree what you, Ben, said, that Lieberman will probably be Barbarian's teammate because of the chemistry.
Yeah, I think they know each other, which is why I'm leaning more towards that than Newman, but it could be either.
But
But can you imagine Newman and Barbarian together? Like, after seeing Newman, I love him so much.
I want
oh my
that to be
God.
the case. I don't
He
think
would
it will
do
be.
some bit with Elvis, I feel like, and it would be crazy.
I'll talk about the Newman when we start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah.
Are we moving on to it now? Okay. Right. So Newman, I just need a minute for this match, because this was the one match.
So this was the best match ever. I
Yes.
said that Dance was my favorite. I lied. This was my favorite because I took the lead, and Dance was still my favorite.
Okay, this match is the one time I went with my heart and not my head, because I really like Mark Heuck, and I just thought to myself, do you know what? I'm going to give him the edge just because I really like him and want him to win. Whereas deep down, I thought Newman would do it because of the way the rookies have been going in the exchange. But I was like, no, this time I'm going to go with my heart. My heart screwed me, lied to me, and never again.
Heart.
That's it now. On every time on this prediction league, I'm going with my head, never with my heart again. Because now I have to witness Teresa wear a crown. I've lost my lead. And I tell you now, this week I am going back for the crown. I will get on a plane. I don't care if it's coronavirus. I'm getting on a plane. I'm going to Czech Republic, and I want your paper crown.
Really?
I'm going to come to your house, get your crown.
Like, it's really bad.
I don't care. I want it.
Yeah, it's like how long I spent on it. Like, yeah, it's the best crown ever after Shannon, of course.
I needed to rant. I'll calm down.
You needed to do a tirade.
So, my takes on this match: Mark Heuck can pull ridiculously hard questions, but miss questions that the rest of us know. He's obviously got such specific knowledge. That 5-pointer Oscar question was so difficult, and he pulled it out. There was other questions in that match which I knew and he didn't get. And I'm no trivia expert. He obviously knows stuff really well, but his overall base knowledge is really mixed, and that is what cost him the match. So I'm gutted. I really wanted him to win. Newman played well. Can't deny that. I'm glad it wasn't a TKO, because I was really worried it would be for a minute. I'm pleased he was able to get him to answer some questions, but I'm also absolutely disappointed and gutted that I'm no longer leading the bloody prediction league because of this match. So I'm gonna mute for a while I calm down and you guys can talk about the match.
Yeah, so best match, right? So great. So Griffin Newman is hilarious. And also
Please,
if you saw the bloopers, he's even more hilarious. Yes, go.
Okay.
I just wanted to go.
Griffin Newman is my new favorite character in the Schmoedown. I wasn't sure will it be him or Long Harris, but I was laughing when we were done with all our watch alongs. I was laughing for half an hour after it. He's so tiny, and his little pinky gloves and fighting stance. I was no, I can't. He beat Mech, and yeah, and he was so funny. I think that he will be even more funny because he's an excellent actor, and you can see it. I think that his character will be even more funny when he can play off of someone. For example, if he plays someone like Clone or something, that he will go into all the delinquent stuff and be so funny. He's my favorite character in the Schmoedown right now. Off of one match, I can say it. I was just
agreed, Thomas.
I was laughing. So you can see our watch along. I was laughing so hard. It was such a good character, and also his knowledge is pretty good. I did expect more, to be honest. They hyped him so much. I did expect maybe too much, as Teresa said, for him to get all the questions correct. But yeah, he is good. We will see in the other matches he will get, obviously, but he is good. He is not something that I don't know what, but he is good. And he's funny, and that's all I need. And just will say that Finstock Exchange is the second most successful faction in the Schmoedown right now, behind Dungeon. They have most wins with most TKOs in the league now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but the second most successful really is Kuroki Marks because they have more points than.
But winning record is. I'm talking about the wins,
but we care about them points.
It shows how much the title matches were this year.
It shows how, and I like it because now, for example, Dan will be on the bench for who knows how long, and he won't get the matches anymore.
Ben, any take on this one?
Not really. I have more to say for the next one. I think.
Right,
I want to talk.
I just say one more thing. I was really surprised that Mark Heuck. I was sure that Mark Heuck would get his color question. That was the last one. I was okay. This is when he will get the point for sure, and he missed that one. I was surprised, really surprised about that.
Teresa?
Okay, I just wanted to say, because Matt interrupted me before and I didn't get to say it. So yes, he is Newman, hilarious, amazing. I think we are so incredibly lucky to have him in this league. I think that's he's amazing. And the bloopers were amazing. And I'm sorry you had shit in your house, Sharon. And and Mark Edward Heuck, I feel like this was just a bad match for him. I don't think this reflects how he is as a player at all. I think he could sweep and go perfect if he got the right questions. So the thing is, does he understand the rules completely? Is he because sometimes it felt like he didn't know. Maybe he could use his JTEs. I know it's probably not easy to be his manager because he is a scary bastard, and you are afraid to disagree with him. So I get it, and I know he studies with the faction, so it's not like they're not using him properly and everything. But I'm just saying, maybe there's some stuff that he needs to brush up on a little, and then his next match could be great. And this was his first singles match, his first completely. So if this was a rookie, we would be like, oh wow, he's so smart, and So I think we will see him in another match, and it's going to be epic.
I find him just fascinating to watch.
Yeah.
Like I just love him he's so interesting to me.
And
just
like the meeting of the characters like Newman and Heuck was such a brilliant idea. So
and
good.
also, I think that Shannon drafted him something like Switchblade. I think that he's really, really useful for the faction and the study sessions. As you said, Liam, he can pull
for the
stuff.
FIFA role.
Yes, we'll see how he does. If
he can pull stuff from his head that probably very little people know. So I think that's why Shannon drafted him that early, because of the faction mentality.
I also
and he knows a lot.
Him for more reasons, because he was her first pick.
Yeah.
And it has to be also because Silverstein went last, which is a crime. She shouldn't, but I'm just saying that
I understand that decision.
Yeah, I think like Shannon thinks he can do it, and if Shannon thinks someone can do it, then they can. If the Queen believes in you, feel like you're golden.
Okay, let's move on to the final match of the week, which was Star Wars. Eric
I have
Whiteley
more to say about this one.
I also have a lot to say. I want to go last this time because I'm going to have a hot take on this. Eric Whiteley of Quirky Mercs versus John Hoey of The Dungeon. Me and Teresa, I believe, went for Eric Whiteley incorrectly.
Nope.
Oh,
everyone went.
I'm the king.
And Matt. Well done, Ben. I did not realize you were the only one. I thought you and Matt went for him, but
unfortunately, no.
Enjoy your moment, Ben.
Ben, you said you wanted to say a lot about this one, so
yes,
the floor is yours.
So I will say, as I've said before to everyone here, I knew that he would do well, especially since I think Lacey said that John Hoey was the best, had the best knowledge, had the best trivia knowledge of everyone in their podcast. I think that should have sparked interest in him from the start. I will say Whiteley did not play badly. I know people might hate him because he missed up on a thing. But yeah, he played really, really well. He stepped down a few times, maybe as Matt said in the watch along, because he wasn't 100% sure, but he knew those answers. And both players played really, really well. And I'm glad we watched it. It was a very good match, in my opinion. Excellent rookies match. Probably comes close to being my second favorite rookie match of the year so far. Only beaten by the Peggy Gubbins match.
Okay, I need to go last on this one, so someone else go.
But you can go if you want.
Well, Ben just said what I wanted to say. I think that with Eric is pretty good. He doesn't have a. I think that he's one of the rookies who's shown to us that he is a rookie. That is his first match. He knew. I'm sure he knew those answers, because when I watched the match, you can see it on our watch along. He knew it instantly when he heard it on the multiple choice. Okay, that's it. Now I'm sure it's that. Okay, he really didn't have the courage to just answer, and I think that you get that when you play more. You have more courage and you have more self-confidence, because I was thinking about it if I'm in the league, and that's my first match, and I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to embarrass myself and not know stuff and got completely blown out. And I think that he did just that. He got to do multiple choice just to be sure. But I think that the option of multiple choice were something that really hurt him in this match. I'm sure he would know those matches because I saw his face when the answers were said in the multiple. And he also, to be honest, knew his 5-pointer. He just said it wrong.
Yeah, that was tough. That was a tough moment.
He did knew that.
Yeah.
That question. I I know it's not the benefit of the rule stuff thing because it is the wrong thing, but he knew it. We all knew he knew it.
If he just mumbled it a little bit more, then they would have got it to him. Like, yeah.
Well done, Thomas.
Yay, Thomas.
Well done, Thomas. And as I said, me and Teresa both agreed on this in our watch along. I think that I will still pick Harper against him, but I think that whoever plays him next should be pretty. I think it will be a different match. I think he's now really hungry. Eric is, but Hoey, man, he surprised me. I didn't expect that level of knowledge. He with the gold leader is the best Star Wars rookie performance-wise.
I feel like Mary had exactly the same performance as those
I think that
she missed in the first round, like one or two.
She missed 2 in the first round.
Yeah, then went perfect, and then so it's the same as gold.
No, I don't think. No, I think that she had 8 out of 10 in the first round. Mary did. I think.
Okay, I just feel like all 3 of those could play anyone, and it would be a good match. Yeah.
I don't think that Marie is less of a player than those 2. Just want to put into the perspective how Hoey good is, and he's not in the Star Wars tournament. That's the most surprising thing after that match for me.
Yes.
And Teresa, now you can go.
I don't really get it. With either has to be well. Ben, go. I'm gonna go for
the only thing I was gonna say is the only thing that I didn't add here and didn't add in the last episode, and I kicked myself for not doing it, is that Molly Damon is a championship level trainer, and she's trained a champion for 4 years. So that's another reason why I chose Hoey, was because he had that training. He had Adam Witt, who's in the tournament, and I don't know, probably could win against Harper. I don't know, we'll see. But that's.
I'm not saying he couldn't. I'm just like his previous performances. I don't feel were as good as Hoey's first performance. So maybe he got better. We don't know. I'm just really surprised. The thing is, someone said on Facebook that Hoey could be the steal of the draft, and I kind of agree. Like in the position that Kaiser got him, if you compare it to Whiteley being like the 5th or the 2nd pick, the 5th overall, wow, Hoey went like a lot later than all of the DragonCon players and everybody, and maybe people got it wrong because. I think he gold leader was like a 2nd pick, and I think Hoey could face him.
Hoey was
for sure.
Is what
10th.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he's the like overall steal of the draft, but he's one of the steals with him, and James White and other people.
White. Scrimshaw is for me one of the big ones.
The thing is, I really am excited now to see to understand better what happened, why Hoey isn't in the tournament and stuff. But
Liam said.
We'll just say I believe that the person picked for the tournament was already picked before this match.
Maybe. But they study so much. How did they not know? That's just the okay. So
my
I
guess is that there'll be another Star Wars tournament, which is 2 people.
Yeah, I know.
Molly and Hoey will be in that, and Witt will not be in that, and they can get more points because it's
maybe really is what I said when we had our match preview. If you have 3 Star Wars players in your faction, you cannot put. In this tournament, same person as
they're
in
the only
next
one who have so much, so that would be just against the dungeon.
Most
people have 2 Star Wars player. I don't think it's so. It may be, and it might be scheduling. It might be whatever. I don't know. I just wanted to say Hoey played amazing. He's such a sweetheart. He's like, I'm so happy we have him now here, and he's going to play more. I'm like, the Star Wars rookies are just a blast.
Yeah.
Like the Star Wars is getting the spotlight it deserves. The only one thing I'm scared about is how are the writers going to keep like writing these questions with so little material.
I think that we will get even more, and this is why I think that the Dragon players are gonna have little advantage, because I think that we will have even more questions about the novels now and the stuff, because they are already taking it. They already taken the.
But it has to at least be like seen in a movie.
Yeah.
It has to be seen. It doesn't have to be talked about, but it has to be a moment in a movie or something connected to a movie. It can't
because
be
they literally asked the off-screen name of someone. So I think in this match,
yes, off-screen name. Yes, it's a off-screen. Yeah, I know how he has a child, newborn. I wanted to also say it, that maybe that went into it. Yeah, it's off-screen that you don't know the name. They don't say it in a movie. It's not in like subtitles or anything. You have to go and buy the encyclopedia of something and go through it. Yes, but it has to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
At the scene or something like that. It can't be like what was in this novel that doesn't connect to a movie at all. That's not yet there.
Oh, I think they will have to include.
You have to have like the visual dictionary and know everything that happens in the movie.
Understand.
Every character, if he is mentioned, isn't mentioned, everything, but it's not yet. It's still the movie now.
I understand now.
Yeah.
But I think that they are getting to the point they will have to include at least Mandalorian or TV shows or something.
Yes, I think so too.
I think they should. I don't know if that's something they'll do this season.
I don't know if they can do it.
Maybe
next season. Yeah. And I just wanted to say, also agree, Whiteley, great. I think for his first match, and he doesn't know Schmoedown that well, so he had like a little less time to prepare because it takes some time to getting into it. And Hoey was a fan already, so I think that was advantage for him. But I think Whiteley can surprise us, and he has a wealth of knowledge. So that's it. Liam, you can go with your controversial opinion now.
I have two things. One of them you already mentioned. Hoey, a 10th round pick, is an unbelievable steal. He was amazing. I did not expect that from him. And okay, I looked this up afterwards because I don't understand the decision. Whiteley played really well for his first match, but I looked up. Coy needed IG in Star Wars. He got Dimolanta in his first pick in the draft. Fair enough, great pick. He's now title holder. He then went for another Star Wars player in the second round. At that point, Laura Kelly was still available. Ace was still available. Scrimshaw was available. I do not understand how one of them was not picked by him before Whiteley. I can't get my head around it.
Especially Laura Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly in particular. And I'm not disrespecting Whiteley. He played really well, but that for me was a mistake. You could have had a number one contender now if he went for Kelly.
The only thing is, I understand if Coy maybe didn't want to take Kelly because he knew she had a number one contender match, and then if something like tournament happens, he literally doesn't have a player to put on the tournament because he wouldn't have.
I just think there was, even if it's not Kelly, there were other options who are like Scrimshaw or Ace. I didn't get that. I was like, this is why I picked Whiteley, because if he went fifth, he must have been really amazing, and he did play well. I'm not taking that away from him, and I do think he will get in points. But I was just, when I looked at the rosters and saw that Ace, Kelly, Scrimshaw were all left and hadn't been picked yet by that point, I was a bit surprised, and I think it was a mistake by Coy.
Yeah, the thing is, I completely agree. I think Coy next year needs to do like a revamp, like the same thing that Kay did. Like take this really, like I know you want to have fun, and I think that's a good thing. I just think you should maybe, like, because he obviously liked Whiteley, he wanted to take him. I do understand. I think you had more options, and I think maybe you're going to pay for these decisions. I do agree that having Whiteley as a second player, like for Star Wars, is crazy good for your faction. That's probably enough, but I'm still concerned about the IG thing, and I think. I just don't think he could have done it maybe a little more better for his faction.
Okay, so my point is really, I think going for a Star Wars player for your first two picks in the draft was a risk, but could be one that really pays off if you then dominate the Star Wars League. I just don't get if you're going for that tactic because he missed out
Yeah,
on
he
IG
should have
players.
picked Kelly or Ace. I agree, or Scrimshaw. Yeah.
I just don't
Yeah.
get it.
I
If you're trying to get
But
the
maybe
Star
he
Wars
thought
League.
Eric is going to be better. Maybe he thought he's going to be the one to take, and
Yeah.
maybe he will. And we are going. Then I'm going to apologize.
Yeah.
If he's
Well,
like going to get to a number one
yeah.
contenders, I'm going to
Or
apologize
something.
to
I'll
Kai.
just say one thing. That's my hot take. If we are going to have hot takes, I'm not sure right now that Molly is the best Star Wars player in Dungeon. I think that Hoey could even be maybe better than Molly.
I think they could be even. I don't think like,
maybe
the things she missed in the match are things that she overthought and answered a harder question that wasn't really asked. She just went into it too much because they think about things that are so deep in the movies that sometimes it's hard for them to, when you ask them like easy questions, to get the perspective.
Yeah.
So I think she's still the best player, but they're close.
Yeah, and the Swag and Dungeon are two factions that have 2 A players, I think, in Star Wars now.
Mm-hmm.
They have Hoey and they have Molly, and obviously Swag has Ace and has Laura Kelly, which is both pretty good. But yeah.
Can we do the shout out to the FCL now? I'm just it's going to be quick. I just wanted to say that I loved it again. They're doing more scenes. We saw Bibbs this time with David Campbell, and it was so much fun. He pretended he's going to give him an advice, but then he started advertising salt cat soaps. So, but yeah, competitive matches again. We saw our first heel, and he was really going into it, even like going after Steph and the announcers and saying that it was rigged. But yeah, he was pretty cool. We saw Robert Adams play, who we know from like he's one of the OG reactors to the Schmoedown, Cine Fanatics. Him and his brother, they're here for a long time. So I'm glad he got his opportunity. It was a very great match. I hope we'll see more of both of those two. And then we had another match, and it was Imon Frost, which I feel like is the coolest name on the planet. And Gerald, who we knew nothing about, who's a star. He's a sweetheart and he's a star. He knew like almost everything. He was just very, very nice person, and I really enjoyed that match as well. Also, Imon played well also. So that's it. Great 2 matches, 7 matches in 1 week. It's getting maybe too hard to watch sometimes, but I enjoyed it and it was amazing. And the scenes, Brett keeps calling someone, and he's like really excited to get them in the FCL, and I really wonder who it is, because he's like, maybe it's like some superstar, maybe it's someone as famous as the Flirt and Faust, you know. So that's my shout out to the FCL this week.
Okay.
That's possible, but still Ace is playing in the tournament now, so you could have gotten him, and also like a knife in Winston's bag. So maybe he just it still feels it's too nice. Sometimes he doesn't challenge still when he should. I think you are a nice person, we get it, but if you can challenge something, challenge Koi, do it, just do it.
Yeah, we said that, Thomas, about Kelly, and he wouldn't have.
Yeah, but
it didn't have to be Kelly. It's just someone like.
And also, I don't feel like that's the reason why he didn't do it, because nobody was sure that Yamata is going to win. So
I think he really loved Eric, and because of his personality, he took him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
To the stories.
So we had so many.
I was so sad. I was so sad.
I predicted it. I said it.
I was so sad.
Okay.
I was not. I was happy.
Let's you start with one, and I want to talk about the Clark one. So you talk about something else.
Let's start with like the first one. So the Monday or the Wednesday, if you're not a Patreon, the scene we got a reveal of the mysterious manager. I'm such a dork that I like was writing notes down. I was like, okay, he has a cap. How does, and Brett Gilmore, I think, said the same thing. He was like, I was closing my eyes and going through who it is, and I figured it out like 10 seconds before he revealed it. I was like, that's Jay. It has his silhouette. It has the cap on. I can hear his voice. And then they revealed him, and I was like, oh, wait, I could just wait and find out. But it worked out for me. They trolled me because I felt like that was the too obvious of a choice. And it worked out that way because I didn't expect it, and it was him. It also works like on a level of it being a real civil war, like even in the Blurs in the Hood and so on. And I really loved the scene, like the production of this scene and everything it revealed. I didn't expect, I thought we were going to have a lot more time before we find out about who the manager is, and there is going to be a lot more scenes, but it was a great reveal. Amazing. Yes, Matt.
I don't think that this storyline is over yet. I think that we will get more, or I will just say that maybe it was that Winston wasn't sure if he will be able to be a manager or not, and it worked out that he can, so he won the Civil War. But I will go now because I see it as a one big storyline. All the casting except the one Liam's want to talk about. I was so happy, and Teresa knew that. I called that Paul is going to get his sunglasses because, to be honest, I really liked Paul more when he was a heel. I really liked him as a cocky. To be honest, cocky bastard. He was a cocky bastard when he came. And something like Liam is when he is winning.
When I'm winning, it's beautiful. When Liam is winning, are you going to put on a lipstick and a crown so you can come back?
So I was so happy, and so we have a Civil War. 3 best players are going with Jay. Okay, great. And then the next scene came, and Teresa was so happy. I know she was, and I wasn't.
Because I called it.
Yeah.
This was the first time I called someone.
Look at Liam.
Oh my God, what happened to you? No. Are you barbarian now?
I am ready. We'll get ready for the prediction league, which is coming up, because I am refusing to give up.
I actually am giving up my lead. That's why I overdid it. I picked bad. I did a bad decision in the prediction league already. I know I'm going to lose, so I'm giving it to you back because you're so sad about it.
Okay, but carry on with the stories.
Matt,
I'm so pleased.
No, that's it. It's a great storyline. I'm sad that it didn't continue as a half-half. We now think that Winston has beaten Jay, but I think it will turn around. I don't think it's over, and I cannot wait to see more. I do think that that's still the best Schmoedown storyline this season so far.
Yeah.
For me, it is. So
I agree.
That's it.
I will say that my favorite part was that reveal because it kind of reminded me a little bit of like Darth Vader, Palpatine, or Kylo Ren, Snoke kind of scene, and like the way they were talking, it almost reminded me of when after Kylo Ren captures Rey, and then he goes to Snoke, and then they have that conversation. I thought this looks so much like Kylo Ren talking to Snoke, and that was so awesome. I kind of wish they'd like made Jay like 3 times taller or something.
Well, maybe it's not yet done, Thomas. That's the thing.
Yeah, it could not be done.
Maybe it's not done. Chandru didn't seem very happy.
No.
Yeah, Jay's coming back.
And the thing is, and what I loved was the fire in him. Like, okay, I'll get back to work. And then like the fire he gave Laura Kelly, and that's what she needed to say. Okay, fine, I'm on your side. Let's do this. Let's get some points. I kind of like that. So she can still be her heel self. He can still be his fun. Let's do this with Lon and Paul and all of them, and then he can. But with her, he can be like, let's get it. Let's get this championship. Let's do this.
And this actually aligns with strategy that Winston said he has for his players. He is different for every player because every player needs a different character, a different support, a different tactics and everything. So just being really strict with Laura and just going for the win and having the edge could work out for them together. I really liked the combination, all of the scenes. I was heartbroken after the post scene, but I kept saying, I think he's going to call Winston. He's going to call him. I don't think he isn't turned. He doesn't when he was turned, he was such an asshole and he didn't act that way at all. So I was when he put on the jacket, I was like, well, that's not a heel turn. It didn't feel like that for me. So when they came out with that scene, I was so relieved because it made more sense suddenly. I really liked Winston dishing it all out and taking control back. I actually wondered before if Jay is just playing it for him to distract Chandru from getting some real some real manager to be there instead of Winston, but maybe not. Maybe now we'll see that Jay has more plans. That's going to probably be some reveal next. But I was so happy, and the chill music that started to play when Paul just finished with the jacket, toss up the sunglasses, and it was like, it's so tight, I can't wear it anymore. It was amazing, and I don't feel like he should be a heel yet. I think he needs more time to be a face before turning back.
Last week, you guys said that, or I don't remember if it was in the watch-alongs or last week, but we said that if Paul turns heel, we were saying how Bateman and Roker seemed to help them. For me, that match against Bibbs showed me that him being face helped him so much more than being heel. He has so much more fire in him than he does when he's heel because he doesn't have to worry about, I have to be this cocky bastard, blah, 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 blah. He can now focus on the trivia and let that be his power. And I like
it. But that's why I said it, because I feel like this year he's playing it differently than last year. He isn't a total face. He sometimes has he's very intense. He's not smiling and everything. And I think he found his edge, but you can be a face and have a little bit of edge. Yeah.
Right,
sorry, Liam, go.
Liam.
It's yours. You look beautiful.
Thank you so much. Okay, I just think overall the stories were just so smart. It was just fantastic storytelling. They needed a way to get Laura on side with Swag because realistically a trade is not going to happen. They did it.
Yes.
They know the audience much prefers Paul as face than heel. Matt, no, but the majority of people, yes. I much prefer him as a face. They did it, and they fooled us thinking he was going to turn heel before eventually going back to face. I thought Winston's acting in the scene was fantastic. I was genuinely a little bit frightened, and also he was kind of sexy in it, so it was win-win. And the other storyline which I'm liking the most is the Grace takeover. I think she's so sassy, and again, it's so smart. Clark has moved. It's probably really difficult for her to be the commissioner. Yeah. So it works for story, and putting her on the desk is a way to keep her in the Schmoedown. And I'm so pleased we're going to get Clark and Drew on the desk. And
I said in
give
the
me Clark
along,
and Drew on the desk right now.
Yeah,
please.
Yeah,
win.
I said on the watch along, I'm not even mad when she said that she will be on the desk. I said I'm not even mad. I think it's
brilliant.
It's brilliant, and it's the brilliant way of strip her, as she is not. She mustn't be biased. If you are a commissioner, you must be fair to everyone. Then she was biased.
Yeah, like racist.
Yeah.
It was just brilliant.
But Grace is our queen, and Grace can do whatever she wants.
Yeah, okay.
I just think the scenes were really good and fun this week, and I loved. We did mention earlier. I just have to mention the Collins pre-match stuff again. Amazing! It really showed us his personality, and I think it got a lot of people on board with him who maybe weren't before. So I think
it was
it's
the
time,
most
guys.
hilarious scene I ever saw. I actually think it was maybe the hardest I laughed ever. It was so good.
I'll just say I was waiting for us to talk about the scenes to say this. I don't understand in the group. It was Grace asked if we prefer this stuff with 7 and 8 season, so with the factions, or do you people prefer earlier seasons? And people was writing something like, we prefer not having factions because there is no restrictions on who's playing and the storylines. And I don't agree at all with this, because there is such a fun storylines related to the factions right now that I enjoy them. I really prefer the faction way of playing Schmoedown. I think we wouldn't have that good of the matches with all players if there is no factions, because they are working together now. So I really do want factions and drafts and everything to continue. And I think that you can do great storylines with the factions, even more great ones when we get to the live settings and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think both had benefits, and I'm loving what's happening. But there was also good parts of the old seasons as well. But I think it's just as it's adapted, it's just become a different sport, and I'm loving seeing what we have. I think it's time, guys. I think we move on.
It is.
To
so I'm going
segment.
I'm going to admit, I really think I'm losing it right now. I'm not going to be in the lead next week, and you'll see why.
You can still change it, Teresa. You still
I'm not changing it. I'm going for it, but you'll know why. And I just don't know why I have this inclination to do this, but I'm going to. So the first match is Adam Witt versus.
Hang on. Sorry, I put this up for a reason, so we can do this again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm the best now for this week. I'm going to enjoy it. I didn't know if you noticed, but I went full on. I really did it. I really went into it. So I did it so much because I don't think I'm going to be in the lead next week, but I don't care. I really enjoyed this. I have the crown now at home, so I can do it like in the mirror alone now and feel like a queen always. So it's okay. But let's go into it. The first match is Adam Witt, Harper. Wow. I have no idea. I know who I'm picking, but after seeing Hoey, it's
just
really hard.
Quick one, Teresa. Shall we do it so, as we mentioned, about everyone has 30 seconds to defend their pick?
I feel like, dude, your first language is English. You see, I can't even do a sentence. But if you give me like 30 seconds, I can't do it. Maybe next show, let's try to do a minute, but we have only 3 matches. Just try to be quick. Okay, 1, 2, 3. What's your pick?
Harper.
Did anyone pick Witt? No.
No.
That's a shame because Witt is amazing, but we have our reasons. What are our reasons? Liam, 30 seconds now.
Dragon Con, done. Done.
Mic drop.
Mic drop.
Matt.
Dragon Con and Alex said that he's probably his biggest competition, and also his really good understanding of the game and the rules. He actually shown on the backstage long before his first match, and I think he's even better now game wise. So I think that he's the of all Star Wars rookies, I have most expectations out of him probably. So it wouldn't be right if I didn't pick him. That's it.
Okay, Ben, go.
Stuff 30 seconds. I'm taking my time with this one.
It was just for Liam. It was just for Liam.
Oh,
You can do like 2 minutes. I said only for Liam. Okay.
I'm just teasing. So yeah. Look, this one for me is a cinch for multiple reasons. One, he's on the Den, and the Den are awesome with best Ben. You see, 5 for Harper. And then we have not only that, I watched him in the after shows after the draft, and he knows this game. He has been watching for a while, ever since he, I think, was on the first iteration of the draft list. He started watching the Schmoedown. I think he's watched it even before then. I think he's watched every Star Wars match. He's moved on to the IG matches. He's gone into he's watched a few singles, so I think he knows the rules. He's a lawyer, so obviously if there's a challenge, he will jump at the chance. I think he'll be more of a annoyance than Ben Bateman, quite frankly.
I think they're going to be the same.
And
more than Bateman.
Could you just imagine if Harper challenged something and then go on all lawyerly in the rules?
He's going to.
Rules are saying this, and because of this, you cannot say this, and this.
He studied that rule book. He has.
I think
he knows it from cover to cover.
Christian would hate him for that. Christian would just.
I don't think so. He has a great relationship with Bateman. It just like is frustrating. But yeah, Ben, did you want to add something, or is it?
And then the only thing that I would say that probably makes me a bit scared is again the Molly Adam or Hoey connection. I think that this will be down to the wire. It might be a sudden death match, but I think it will come down to the 5-pointer. So yeah, that's my take on it.
I agree.
I don't think on your point, I don't think it will be an upset if Witt wins, because Harper is a rookie. So
Liam tried to keep it really, really quick, and we didn't deliver. So I agree with everything everyone said. I think Harper just has something really special about him. He's seems like he's going to mesh with Schmoedown really, really well, and he knows Schmoedown. He was in live events. He's seen this already, so it's not like he's he's a rookie, but it's not like he's new to the game. Which is amazing. I think he has a big chance to win this. I don't think people should underestimate him. I think he knows a lot, but based on everything we know, I can't not pick Harper because I feel like he is so good, and I want him to be really good. I want justice for the pick for Kate. She picked him I don't know, first. I think she picked him first. So I think it was a good decision based on what we saw of him, and I think he's going to win this match. But I wouldn't be surprised, as Matt said, it wouldn't be an upset for me if Win won. I think it could go either way. But Harper is just, I really like him. So that's this. And the second match is Jeffrey Kahn versus John Flickinger, the Flick pick. So I have it written down. Does everyone have it written down? Yeah, we can. 3, 2, 1. Picking Kahn.
I'm picking King.
Yeah, we are all picking Kahn.
Oh wow.
Okay, so I'm going to start. The thing is, based on I feel like almost the same argument. I picked Whiteley last time against Hoey, and it didn't work out. So now I'm going with a different way. I feel like Flickinger might have a bigger base knowledge. Like he does the show for years and years, but I don't think he knows the Schmoedown that well. I know he knows the guys from Schmoedown. He's like a good friend with Stuckman and Jeremy Jones. Like they all did some things together in the past. So yeah, they all know each other. I just don't think he was ever really interested in the Schmoedown and like is a big fan. Jeffrey Kahn was a fan for a long time, and when I saw him on POV, I really liked him, and I think this approach, like the being a fan, winning in the first match, might work out this time, the same as it worked out with Hoey. So I'm just going based off what happened last week. But it could go either way. It could. Who else? Matt?
I'll go next. I'll say,
okay.
This is the one time that I think, personally, I feel in my heart that the whole thing of if he's a rookie, he'll win his first one, and if he gets higher, he won't do very well. I think from what I've seen of him, he knows his stuff. He knows the Schmoedown. He's played some fan stuff, and he knows his stuff. So, yeah, I think he could do well and maybe even challenge for the singles belt at some point. So,
wow,
Liam, you can.
Then he would be the steal of the draft if he did, because
Liam, you can
some
go.
expectation.
Okay, I absolutely was very critical at the end of the draft. But I've changed my mind, and I believe in the dossier.
I can see by the thing you have around your head.
It's so hard to go against Finnish Stock Exchange now because their rookies are performing extremely well.
Not just the rookies. Rocca did pretty good also.
Yeah, exactly. The whole faction is playing unbelievably, and they had a very risky strategy in just picking rookies. And it's working. The only one that didn't win the match rookie-wise was Lomas, and he played really well. And Jeffrey Kahn, I feel like, might be a little steal there. I've seen him on some shows, and he looked really. He's obviously a fan. He's going to know the gameplay. I just believe in the dossier now. However many pages, it seems to be working.
Yeah, I'm just going to contradict you a little bit before Matt gets to his point. That's true. There's one faction who's doing even better, and that's Dungeon, and Flickinger is on the Dungeon. I'm just saying, like, it's not a complete, because Dungeon has more matches won than Finstock Exchange. Dungeon has the best record, has the most points, and seems to be most prepared thus far this season. So, but it's true, Finstock is probably the second one. So this is really a match where we'll see. But I just don't think we should dismiss him yet.
Yeah.
Maybe he will be like a great performance. Matt, you can.
I'll say this. I'll pick Kahn, but I will first talk a little bit about Flickpick. So I really liked, when I was younger, I really watched a lot of movie reviews. And he and Chris Tuckman are practically like best friends, one of the best friends, really.
Let's get Tuckmanized.
And I really want, and I still didn't forget that Stuckman did beat Jeff Snyder, and Jeff Snyder doesn't study, so it's big to beat Jeff Snyder. It's a big thing, and Flickpick probably knows his stuff, but there is two things because why I picked Kahn. First, he is a fan, and Christian said, I don't even know who is he on the draft list. He didn't even know that kid was on a draft list. We are all fans. Could you really imagine how motivated you would be if you knew the trivia already? And Christian said, I don't know who you are. And now you have a chance to prove everyone who you are, and you are a fan. So I think that he is one of the most motivated players on the Schmoedown for the rookies and everyone. Also, when I watched all the shows related to the Schmoedown, there was two players that both Rocca and Barbarian really hyped. One was Griffy Newman, and second one was Kahn. Rocca was really big on Kahn. He really did hype that kid up really.
Yeah, they said that's the reason why they picked him in the live draft, because they knew they could get him later, but they wanted to say his name out loud so people would know, which I think is kind of brilliant.
Yeah, and I was just Oh
my God! I just called Gucci brilliant. Did you hear it?
Yep.
No.
It's a dossier.
Bye.
Yeah, it's a dossier. But yeah, that's why. So that there is those are the two reasons. But I think that his motivation this year will be tremendous. I know that if I knew trivia and Christian said, "Who is that kid?" I would be really motivated to prove to prove everyone wrong. So that's why I'm going with the new kid on the block. Let's just say like that.
Thomas is picking Flickinger.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a bad pick. I am actually surprised that like no one picked him. I thought
I am too.
someone would. I was really thinking about it. It wasn't easy decision.
I thought, Teresa, that you would pick Flick pick, and that's why you told us that.
No. And now I'm really happy because the worst thing that can happen to me is that I'm going to be tied with Liam again, so it's okay.
Oh,
Thomas, quickly choose your pick for the other match because they mixed the two up. We found out.
Yeah. So the third match we're actually going to see, I think it's official, but they didn't change it in the schedule yet. So we might do some if we don't know for sure. Grace said
Christian did said that.
Grace said.
Grace said that Drew McQueenie and Lon Harris is this week and next week is 18.
But it's only on the Facebook group. They might. I'm not sure 100% sure after last week that they won't change it again. So
should we pick both now?
No,
I would just pick the one they said because I'm decided. So the one we think and should happen this week is Drew McQueenie versus Lon Harris. And if they change it again, we're going to
do something.
But for now, this is the match that's happening this week.
And
I'm not going to say I'm disappointed. I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm going to say it. Okay.
I'm just saying.
So excited for Ben.
I was so relieved. I was more on the side of Ben, but I wasn't sure who I'm going to pick in that match. Today I wasn't sure, and when I saw that this match is not happening, it was, oh God, I have one more week to think about it.
Okay, so do we have our picks?
Yeah.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it. I'm picking Harris. I'm doing it.
I'm Drew,
really?
Of course.
Yeah, everyone is going Drew. I wanted to go Drew too, but then my mind was
so
just I don't know.
Picking Lon.
I don't know why I did it. I kind of have a feeling about this match, and since my feelings came through in the last few weeks, I just had to go with it. But I was sure you are all going to pick McQueenie because I feel like that's the pick you want to make. Okay. But I have a feeling about Lon.
I will say this was the hardest pick for me, and I did go Drew.
Really?
It was very close in my mind.
Wow.
I've been. The reason is, Drew's been out the league for a while. I just don't know if he's at that level.
But Lon's performance, right? This last week.
Yes, that's the only reason. If I hadn't seen that team's match, I would have gone Lon. But because I saw that, it's just not. It's not the confidence to go for him for me. But I am not going to be shocked if he does win this. I don't know Drew's level at the moment. He's been out of the league for a while. I know he's an amazing player, but he also was. He could make mistakes. He was prone to that.
But
okay.
I'm going to go last because I'm going to defend myself. So you can all say why McQueenie is the safer choice. I agree.
I'm going to go first because, Drew McQueenie is one of my favorite players right now. Play wise, just like Thomas. And I'll say this: I have 5 or 6 players. So Dan Murrell, Bibiani, Ethan Irwin, Jeff Snyder. That's it. And Drew McQueenie, who I think could be the top players without studying at all. If you understand what I mean. So they have so much base knowledge that on any given Sunday they can beat anyone without studying. Because that his nickname for God's sake is Godfather because he is a godfather of them all. so to say. I think that his bass knowledge is something like Bibiani's, and maybe not that good, but on the near that level. So yeah, and that's why I picked Drew, because I think that as we said and saw, Alon has to have his good questions to be really good.
Sorry.
Yeah, Alon has to have good questions to be really good, and I think that Drew has more pool of the questions he can be really good at than Lon. That's why I picked Drew.
Okay, Ben. I'm sorry. I was just creating a banner, and I obviously can't do it yet, so I just put it on the screen. I didn't want to. Sorry, Ben. Go.
Okay. See, I was also close to going with Lon Harris because I thought everybody else would pick McSweeney, and I thought it would be a nice switch to Harris, but yeah, I think that last team's match, as Liam said, made me a bit nervous, and I really need the points. I need to. In fact, I'll decide after Teresa's defense. Let's see.
Oh,
my defense is.
Flipping.
My defense is this. I had a crazy feeling I might be going a little cuckoo, so I just felt like this is going to be a big surprise. I think everyone thinks McQueenie will win after Lon's loss, and I think it's not going to happen. But I don't really think that. So it's like, my mind is split, and I decided to just go with that gut feeling that's really weird and stressing me out. And if I went against it, then my stomach would be weird all week. So I did it for my health. What's the decision, Ben?
I'll switch Harris.
Wow.
I'm going with Harris.
I'm now thinking about switching because the only thing I thought it was a good reason because I'm the only one who's going to pick it. So maybe that's could be an advantage now when I'm not the only one. It's even a good pick.
It'll be a good match to hopefully we can do a watch along too, because then we're 2 on 2.
Hope so.
And it's Friday. We do Fridays.
Yeah, and it also means that if you win, you go 2 points ahead in our league, and if not, I am level again. So I cannot wait. It's the same as the Heuck match, Newman.
Yeah,
this week.
yeah.
It's a lot riding on it.
Okay, so I feel this is the end of the predictions. Did we do a shout out for Ben when I was out, or did you?
We didn't.
Okay, so yes, I was at the concert yesterday. It was amazing. The song is amazing. If you can support Ben in any way, stream his song on Spotify, anything, please do it. He's such a talented person, and we are lucky to have him. And I'm in love with that song and all of the songs from the new album that he introduced yesterday. So there's a lot of ways you can support him for free, and he will tell you at backstage every week how you can do it. So please do it because he's really talented and he deserves to make more music. Anyone else?
Well, I wasn't a big fan of his movie covers, so I didn't expect a lot. But when I heard
his cover, like of the CD,
and the covers when he started his channel,
covers, yes,
covers of the movie songs, right? Those songs from the movies. I wasn't the biggest fan of that, but everyone here can attest that when I heard his original song and original lyrics and how he did production with the looper and everything, I was blown away. I didn't expect it. I sent it to everyone and said that it's really good. Everyone should have listened to it. I have really good vibes on it. It's a great song. Just support, but at least listen to it. If you don't like that kind of music, it's okay. But yeah, it's awesome, and support Ben in his music ventures because he, in my opinion, does deserve it.
Also, that cover is amazing, and his mother did it because she's an artist, so it's even more cool and like so. Yeah, I love it. So, are we going to? I think that's officially the end of the show, but we normally have a punishment to discuss.
No punishment. No? I have a punishment for Ben. I have a punishment.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Everyone, okay. This is my favorite punishment so far. After Liam's, of course. But yeah, Ben will have to write and read an essay on why is The Last Airbender, the movie, better than the Avatar Last Airbender TV show. Everything. Why is so? I was inspired by his punishment. By his punishment. Wait, no, right? No, this is hard.
I told you.
I was inspired by his punishment for Teresa. And now he will have to watch. If I win, he will have to watch The Last Airbender a couple of times, and I know that will be very hard for him. So
you don't understand how irritating this is for me, because that show is so fundamental for my love of everything: animation, movies, music. I'm
not sure I ever want Matt to get in the lead with his sick pleasure for punishments. So that's a good punishment. Well, terrible punishment, but you know what I mean. Let's all plug our stuff. Liam, plug your Instagram, please.
Yeah, we'll do. I will say also Ben's song is great. I really love it. Ben Bateman's song. I didn't jump in when we spoke about it. I think next week I will do the punishment because I've only said mine for Matt. So I will do one for Teresa. I will think about it during the week as well. So that will be next week's punishment.
I'm scared.
Strap yourself in, my friend. I am at Psyche.
Especially now when I'm in the lead, you're going to do something to me. Sorry, do it again.
At Psyche Liam, PSYCHY Liam on Instagram. As I always say, you can follow me if you want, but I'm not very interesting, so I wouldn't bother. And I'm on the Facebook group, and I am on that often. So Liam Wilson on there, and you'll see me commenting on things and blah, 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 blah. We are on Twitter at Euro Schmoe, which Teresa runs. So hit us up on that. And if you have any questions or anything like that, you can at us, and I'm sure we will reply. We hopefully are doing another watch along on Friday, which will be a really good one because it's McQueenie. Who's playing? Harris, thank you.
Harris.
I've forgotten for a minute. Unless it is JTE, Ben, we're not sure yet, but hopefully it is that one. So that'll be really fun. Share, like, all that good things, and I'll pass to Ben.
Okay, you can follow me at the _king_Ben. Sorry, I nearly forgot my own Twitter. That's about it. I will put our things in the description. Sorry, I left it out today. I was a bit busy.
It's okay. Liam, Thomas knows where to find us. And it's okay.
So I'll put our Twitter handles and Instagram handles there, so as to where you can find each of us. But yeah, Matt.
I'm at Schmoe_Matt on Twitter, and I'm not really active on Twitter, to be honest. I will sometimes reply to something from Schmoedown. I have it exclusively for Schmoedown, so if you follow me, you will get only Schmoedown related stuff. I am active, as Liam said, in the group as Mattia Marash. Good luck saying that, people who are. And I will comment, and I will piss Grace off with my poor reading and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, and it's Teresa_Sky on Twitter. And I'm very happy you joined my show, and I hope to see you again. Oh wait, more fans coming. Thank you. Yeah, we have to finish this because there's so many fans coming. I'm sorry, guys. Bye. Have a nice day. I'm going to go be very busy right now. Definitely not watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine again.
I'm ready to take my crown back.
Oh,
Next week, I'm coming. McWeenie is going to beat Harris, and I'm going to hold that crown with you. I might have to make my own one. We'll be joint leaders.
Oh my God, please also color it with crayons. It sucks.
It's going to be even worse than yours, and I'm going to love it. See you next week, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for the
Bye-bye.
flowers, random fans who are following us.
Bye-bye.
Sorry for tonight.
Euro Schmoe.